Look who's back, boys and girls. It's the Chad Big D, and man, oh man, what a couple of weeks we've had. There's been a pay-per-view, a local wrestling, independent wrestling game. Man, it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Today, what we got? Chinlock review. Lots of matches, lots of highs, lots of lows. And yeah, CJ finally showed up. Well, sort of. I don't know about this, but we're,
we have this relic in behind the Chad from the show.
Not only can he lose matches, he can't even break a sign like a 5-year-old.
Break a sign?
Rip a sign.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Close enough.
Close enough. He still can't do it. Man, but he got the dog pound hardcore this week. So just remember, people, Chinlock coming right up on
Rassle this.
Dig it! CJ, you suck. Welcome everybody again, little douchers, big douchers, all douchers. We're back. I'm the Chad. This is Big D. What's going on, Big D? What's happening, brother?
Well, not much, Chad. We had a couple weeks off, but
we did some fun stuff.
We did. It was busy. We had Backlash pay-per-view, which we'll talk about later. But big thing for us, we had a local show here in Kingston, Chinlock Wrestling, Retribution. And the Mega Douches were there. It was a really good card. Really good event.
Yeah, we had a little action ourselves too, which was unexpected.
Yeah, unexpected.
We'll talk about that later, like usually. It was unfortunately, it was during the pre-show. But we're going to talk about that actually at the end of the show because, I've got some thoughts on, what happened between...
You think?
Well, yeah, I think. Not only do I think I know, I think CJ's got a problem with me.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say so too, probably. I mean, but...
I'm a nice guy. It was a sign.
Yeah.
A sign.
Yeah. Well, you guys are going half viral. So,
I know. It's crazy.
You should be happy for that.
Yeah, well, he should. He's getting the rub from the Chad.
That's true.
Unfortunately, relevancy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it again later, though. But, let's move on to the match card. It was, honestly, great card.
It was. They had a mishap, obviously. Their headliner, Rhino, from ECW fame, TNA and Impact, he couldn't make the show. He had suffered a concussion, another show that, so he couldn't make it. And even though that happened, Chinlock Wrestling did an amazing job. It proved that independent wrestling doesn't need a big name. It doesn't need that huge marquee star in order to put on a great show. So
that was the biggest, and that was the biggest thing about this. Because obviously we've seen Rhino before. We like Rhino's work. Great.
You got my $5?
You got my $5.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that sometimes too.
Yeah.
But just the athletes that we saw, the superstars that we saw on Saturday,
they were amazing.
Amazing. And it was match per match. I don't really think there was a bad match on the card. It was thoroughly entertaining.
Nope, they were.
It was really well put on, and they actually, they even though they didn't have the main event, they came through with a main event for us and made everybody happy, and everybody went home happy.
They did a great job too with the pacing. There was no lull. It was just match result. So the card itself, it was action packed.
Yeah.
There was no we got to stretch this out for time, blah blah blah. There was none of that. It was just 100% pure, awesome independent wrestling.
Yeah. And hardly any talking.
Yeah.
Which is wrestling nowadays, unfortunately, especially WWE, is just so many promos, much, and we're fans for the fans, and that's the thing is all we want is action.
Yep. And Chinlock delivered. Totally they did. They should be commended. It was an awesome show. So
we'll be there all summer long.
We were there, and we will be. So we'll run down the card. The main show, it kicked off with Dino Benjamin wrestling Danny franchise for the Cale Murphy Memorial Championship. Great match. These guys really...
They worked hard.
Worked hard. Yep.
I love Danny franchise.
Me too. Friend of the show, actually. Hopefully, Danny, you're watching. We love you. We'd love to have you. Yeah, keep it up. We'd love to have you on the show and maybe smoke a stogie, talk wrestling. But yeah, they did an amazing job. It was
honestly,
awesome.
The franchise, he's got a great story behind himself too.
He does,
right? And
yes,
like we're
he does.
storytellers, wrestling storytelling. So Danny,
Yeah,
definitely
check him out, Danny Parkhill, Danny franchise, great independent wrestler. Unfortunately, he took the fall, so Dino Benjamin.
I mean, but I mean, Dino didn't really do it up and up.
No, I mean
The franchise got a little bit, distracted.
yes, yeah, for sure. But honestly, it was a great match. They should really be proud of themselves,
and it was a great title match.
Yeah, I agree, wholeheartedly agree. Leading into Danny Leo and Katrina Creed, two women's the women match. Again, it was a really good match, really hard hitting. Really liked Katrina Creed's in ring presence,
her intensity.
Yeah, her intensity, like her gimmick, like it was really good. She's going to be awesome.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think she underestimated her opponent a little bit.
Yeah, maybe
maybe a little bit.
Yep. Danny Leo.
And honestly, she was flirting with the chat a little bit. I was flirting back.
Yeah.
So, a little bit. It was a little bit distracting.
Cat calls from the peanut gallery.
I don't know. It could be me. And if it was Katrina, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
again, another great match.
Yes.
Great talent. And, faces to watch come.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Katrina Creed, especially. She was phenomenal. Led into one of my personal favorites of the night, the Vagabond, Ryan Rogan, and Dale Kilborn. These two guys were amazing. I love Dale Kilborn's gimmick too, just the glasses.
and dude, I mean,
it's just a cool dude.
So somebody who has no hair, to have that hair is
it was sweet,
wicked, man. Yeah. Like it was just he was a riot.
Yeah,
the Vagabond is a phenomenal wrestler too.
Yeah,
it was a great match.
Yeah, unbelievable. I love his commitment to his gimmick.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
I got hassled all night for money.
I tried to put one of our signs in his cup. Yeah, and he crumpled it up and threw it in my face. Yeah, money. Yeah, like that was it was awesome.
It was the story of the night for us.
Yeah, more or less. Ryan Rogan went over with a moonsault. Like, oh my god!
And we were talking about that afterwards.
We were
for. And the independents take a lot of crap for not looking polished and their move sets being like a little off. This honestly was the crispest moonsault.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've seen even on TV. Like it was clean, it was beautiful, and it led to the win.
Yeah, and it was amazing because it was really like we joked like, oh my god, is he gonna do a moonsault? And
he did. And
perfectly. Oh man, great match, great
highlight of the night.
Yeah, more
move of the night, I think.
Yep. Led into Max Carnage and Sunil Kemp. Another really good match. Real hard hitting, Max Carnage. I really like his gimmick of just like he's that masked guy. He doesn't say anything. Yeah. He's just a brute. And great job, Sunil too.
No, it was a great match back and forth.
Yeah,
Mox though for me was like he's just like an animal, man.
Yeah,
like, he's just like
I want to see him again.
I want to see him again. I think he's a hardcore kind of guy, and he's gonna brutalize some people going through Chinlock, and I definitely he's one guy to watch out for gold in his future for sure.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so Max Carnage he went over, but led into one of my personal favorites, Freak Nation. They tag match with Alexei Oromov, and Victor Volkov. Yeah. Wow. Like the Victor especially was just huge. Just a huge guy. Wow. But I like the Freak Nation. Obviously, Sideshow Jack and Madman Taylor. Their gimmicks are, it's just like a horror movie kind of thing, or like the traveling. Yeah. But it's like us.
It's like us.
It is. It really is.
In a horror movie.
And when we met them during intermission, took a bunch of pictures. And that's one of the things, like, oh my god, I love this gimmick. Yeah. You're the Mega Douches? Yeah. It's like, oh my god, Mega Douches is Freak Nation. Yeah. But, but really great tag match.
Great tag match. Great guys.
Yes. Super.
And like, as for fan favorites too, like, they are the nicest guys.
They are.
They had the biggest lineup of the night.
Oh, by far.
By far. No, they did
all intermission.
All intermission. Like, and it's lucky that the pizza was a little tardy because their lineup was still huge. And they stayed for pictures with everybody.
They did,
Which, as a respect level from an individual, like as a dad, as a fan, like that's just huge. They're great guys. Huge tag team coming up, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And uber talented.
what I liked about Freak Nation too was a lot of the younger guys were coming to them and asking them, "How do I start wrestling? Like, how do I get into the business?" Blah blah blah. And they were super nice. They were giving them tips. They were telling them what to do. This is what I did. Here's what you should do. Blah blah blah. So good for them to kind of inspire younger people to get into pro wrestling,
especially in town. Like we need good talent in town, and Chinlock is, I'm sure, always looking for great people to promote and make champions.
Yeah. So the intermission, and then it led into the tag match, which this match was unbelievable. The brothers, KL Shock and his tag team partner, took on For the Glory, the dad and son team.
Match of the night.
Oh yeah, by far, like unbelievable. The young guy, sorry, his name kind of escapes me, but wow, he is going to be phenomenal.
The son, he's just
some of the flips and the in-ring work that he was doing was unreal. Like that's what you would see, in AEW or WWE. It was better than that. His work was better than in the pros.
No,
right?
definitely some of it for sure.
Yeah,
and the chances that he took, and I mean, we're in a hockey arena here. We're not, in a WWE
and he
arena.
Must be 18, 19.
He's
so young.
Yeah,
it's like wow.
Honestly, he outshot his dad.
Oh yeah,
Dad's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, don't hurt us.
Yeah, don't hurt us. I know you got a mean streak, obviously. You don't like your son improving, and I can see that.
Right.
Maybe a little professional jealousy.
That could be.
Could be. But I do, I do see you kind of twilighting off and maybe managing your son.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That'd be good.
Good. If there's going to be gold in that family, you got a golden boy right there, dude.
Yeah.
So
he's got a huge future.
But tag champs.
Yeah, the brothers. I mean, I love those guys. Their gimmick is amazing. KL Shock, great job as always.
Yeah,
he's such a professional. He's so good in the ring. That was the highlight of the night.
Yeah,
definitely
match of the night for me too.
Yeah, for sure. Not to downplay the
other.
The other ones were all really good
too. Match. Just for
even the guy we talked to in intermission was like, "Oh, wait till you see the match coming up."
Yeah,
right. So anyway, any event, they put on a phenomenal match. Good for them. Led into Sam Kelly took on Jesse Mack, former Chinlock champion Jesse Mack. Another good match. It was just.
It was hard hitting.
Yeah, and you take it.
Yeah, well, I mean, so I mean, sorry, but I mean, Sam was amazing. She really was. And no discredit to Christy Mack.
Jesse Mack.
Jesus, what is that? I know.
We talked about this in rehearsal.
I know, yeah. I know.
And it just happened.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, Jesse.
Yeah.
You are amazing. Again, former champion. I think
Selfie queen.
Yeah, selfie queen. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
I like that too.
It's a great.
No, she's awesome. Again, former champion. Again, I think just because she hasn't seen Sam before, Sam's a lot quicker than a lot of the women that we have seen so far.
Yeah, she
is.
And
I think maybe it was just a little bit of an underestimation.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, it's over, and you don't have a chance to. There's no redos, right?
Nope. No redos.
But again,
good match. Yeah, overall, they should be proud of themselves.
And Ms. Mack is going places.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She always has been. I mean, she's been a great addition here in town.
Oh yeah.
She's becoming a little bit of a local legend. Unlike somebody who used to be, I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows?
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that later. But
that led into great match. Led into Misery the Barbarian challenging Ray St. John, the immaculate one, for the Chinlock Heavyweight Championship. They put on a good match. It was really hard hitting. It was really, they told a good story in the ring. I really like Ray St. John's gimmick of, he's just basically Mr. Perfect.
He is, and he's got the body to prove it.
Oh, yeah.
And the skill set.
Good for him. I mean,
that
guy is jacked.
Yeah, that's why we're behind the desk.
Yeah. Hiding my one pack.
Yeah.
Any event. Ray St. John retained.
Barbarian did a great job.
He did, yeah.
Great following.
Yep.
Great moveset.
Yep.
He did, it was a great title match kind of main event kind of deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, it just wasn't his night, and
no, but he'll get
St. John's got another one on the books.
He does. Well, we'll talk about that. So the main event that kind of replaced the Rhino Open Challenge was a precursor. It happened at the beginning of the show, so wasn't a surprise, but it was for the number one contender for the Chinlock Heavyweight Championship. between King of the North, which I love, great gimmick by the way, Carter Mason, and Tariq. And these guys, wow, like they were awesome. They put on such a good match. It told a great story. There was a lot of back and forth because their gimmicks themselves, they were both kind of, they weren't really, there wasn't like it wasn't babyface versus heel. It was kind of just tweener, like in the middle kind of thing. But I thoroughly enjoyed this match. It was awesome.
It was an excellent main event. And
like it was a good way to end the show too.
Yeah, and it was one of those, we got our money's worth.
Yeah,
you know, and I don't think I know they were giving some sort of discount for Rhino not being there. I mean,
I didn't even do it.
We didn't even take it.
Now that you mentioned it, I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have any. It was just the show was great, so there's no need for us. Again, Rhino's going to come to town.
Oh,
I want to pay my $20 to see him, anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe this time we'll get a selfie with him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, that was Chinlock Wrestling for the Mega Douches. We should mention Carter Mason went over. He's the #1 contender. So he'll be challenging at the next event, the Crowning of the King, which is in July.
Which will be at?
Yeah, the Mega Douches will be there, front row, maybe center, if we are allowed. But, if we're allowed back.
I know.
No, all kidding aside, it was a great event. Great job to everyone involved. They did a great job of making the best of a bad situation, in their opinion, with Rhino not being there. But for me, it didn't take away, it didn't hurt it at all. In fact, it elevated it. It showcased how awesome Chinlock Wrestling School is. Great job, Justin Cousineau, KL Shock. They should be commended.
Yeah, for sure. And how quickly they pulled off this new main event.
Yeah,
because it was a very short turnaround time from what I understand. So again, Jan, that was a great job.
Yes.
Justin, amazing job. So it was a great night.
Yeah. I agree.
But
I agree.
So is there anything else we got? Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Who?
Oh,
wow. CJ who, that too.
CJ who, that too.
Seriously, I don't know if anybody saw it online. I was holding a sign. We're just goofing off.
It's trending.
Yeah, it's trending.
No big deal.
No big deal. It's not because of you, bud. It's because, the Chad's there. Super fan, man.
Yeah,
super fan. We are fans for the fans. But true. Seriously, dude, I don't know what's going on with you lately. No, really. But just before COVID, just after COVID, seems like he's not that CJ role, man. Before.
This is all you.
I know. No, but you gotta remember, I've been watching wrestling for 30 years, I've seen CJ from
you're 39?
Yeah, I know, I'm 39. I've seen CJ since he was, in a red jumpsuit, trying to knock over Mr. Bingo in the Heights, and he was selling dime bags on the court.
Yeah.
The wannabe gangster way back then.
The wannabe gangster.
That's what I'm getting at. He's, he was CJ's delinquent back in the day, and he's trying to be a felony, but really, he's more of a misdemeanor right now.
Sure. I plead the fifth.
I know. I don't
want to see CJ Felony coming after me. I'm sure he probably will by association.
Yeah.
I know.
This
imaginary tag team.
This is. I know. This is purely my opinion. Again, as a fan.
Yeah.
Again, I've watched it a long time. I've seen his career. He's a tag team champion. He was an champion.
Yep, heavyweight.
I think honestly his downfall started when he lost to Tommy Dreamer. That was one.
It was probably being at my wedding was the downfall.
Well, that might be. That might have been it too. But for me, him losing to Tommy Dreamer, who's kind of like the Brock Lesnar of the Indies, comes when he wants, doesn't when he wants.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of if I took him on, kind of deal. I'm almost a senior too. It's just you can't be losing to seniors, bro. You can't be losing to seniors.
I would pay to see that.
I know. No, yeah. But again, good boy Daniel.
Oh, great job. Yes.
Great job.
Oh, we should have mentioned it.
No, but we were going to mention it.
Yeah, you're all fired up.
I'm totally fired up, and I still got a little bit more. Yeah. But again, you laid the boots to him, Daniel, good boy, and it was awesome.
Yes.
You took the win like the champ that you should. You had as a
Jack Russell.
Jack Rassle.
Great job,
good boy.
Yeah, I love his gimmick.
It was awesome, and he was great with kids. Everybody loved him there.
He was awesome in the ring.
He was for being brand new.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a student. Oh my god, this guy's amazing.
And then quickest felony over there. He was gone with a 1, 2, 3, and
Right. Yep.
again, this is where I'm at. Good. Jack Russell's out there celebrating, and
Yep.
CJ's out there being a dink, hitting him in the chair with a bat.
Yeah.
And that was low. And that's my whole deal is, you got to be man up.
Yep.
Man up.
Man up.
And, look towards the future and maybe get that old CJ of old Chip back. Back in the day when he was just, he was 10 years ago, I wouldn't be doing this. Anyways. Sorry about it.
This could go on for an hour, probably.
Anyways,
but,
overall, Chinlock, thank you very much.
Yes, great. 5 stars. 5 pile drivers out of 5 pile drivers. Definitely go check them out. The next show, they have a free show coming up, student showcase in partnership with Downtown Kingston Mental Health. You can look it up on their Facebook, Chinlock Wrestling.
I'll be there.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep. I won't be.
Big D's out.
I got a previous
at the hospital.
I've got literally. Got a previous engagement
with a mom.
With a mom, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? But unfortunately, I won't be there. But Chad and my dad will, senior Big D will probably be there. So
we're gonna take some pictures. We'll be having some fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then you will see us through the rest of the summer with Chinlock because it's a great organization, man.
For sure.
And
just don't get arrested. Don't
yeah.
stupid.
No, I promise I won't.
Oh, okay. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You promised.
Hey, he started.
Yeah. Well, that's
Anyways, let's be mature.
Yep.
And end this off on a great note.
Yep.
So Chinlock, again, amazing show.
Great
we
show.
will be there.
Yep.
Coming up on the 27th, IWS is Katrina Creed and Sam Kelly.
That's going to be amazing.
That's going to be an amazing match. We did want to, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Phenomenal match. 2 great athletes. Make sure you catch that.
Yes.
If
you're in Montreal.
And ladies, if you have some footage, send it to us.
Yes.
We'll promote it.
Yep.
We want to see it.
For free.
For free.
Yep.
And then when you guys come up together, dinner with the douches.
Dinner with the douches?
Yeah. Anyways, Rassle fans, Chinlock fans, wrestling fans all over the world, I'm the Chad. This is Big D. And
if you can't wrestle each other,
wrestle
this.
Dig it!